Nice warm day here. Lawn got absolutely shagged towing that 10-ton skip out. I'm about to start pulling out some alarm cable for the Sparky just so we can start putting insulation and jib and shit up and not ruin her day. Big progress in the lounge. We started putting up insulation. Because of the way the hip is designed in the roof, the trusses run two different directions in the same area, so I'm sort of going against the norm here and running it with the trusses in some places because we've got two sets of battens that'll hold it up, but it's just too hard to get up there otherwise. I'm trying to cut it to get it through and around trusses and stuff, and because of the insulation rating on it, it needs to be doubled up as well. It expands out pretty thick. You can see how thick it gets after a while. So where else are we at? Pine finished framing out the bedroom lintel yesterday, so this is what it should look like. So we've notched back the studs and the old framing there, and we've put a couple more studs in there, reframed the ceiling. You can see the daylight up there where they've fucked that boundary, so there's not much I can do about that little piece unless we get some real driving horizontal southerly rain. Moisture shouldn't really get in there at all in the short term, and hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll have a solution for that in the form of a flashing being made. Wardrobe wall, well, not wardrobe wall, the old wardrobe wall's reframed. This will be an ensuite cavity slider, so you slide from this side across. We'll have toilet, vanity, shower. Pine hasn't built in a little while, so I need to give him a smacked hand and cut out that bottom plate and put a treated one in instead of H1. It needs to be H3. And then today he's hopefully going to tear the roof down and reframe this where it needs to go up that 35mm. I was about to start on the wardrobe for the master yesterday, which is essentially going to run across the chalk line there on the ground and cut back in line with the door. But by doing that I realised I can't put the end stud on to frame to, and that meant that I had to deal with the lack of framing under the bottom plate there, which led to these corner studs needing to be cut out, which led to the lintel needing to be cut out, which means the whole fucking side will fall off. So that just got pushed back a little bit. We don't need the wardrobe right now. The plumber should be here in about an hour. Gas is in, and yeah, basically we're all go now. We're hopefully no more hold-ups. So hallway battens, toilet battens, manholes framed. Yeah, it's been a really good couple of days, and I knew this was coming, but it's really disheartening when you just can't see any progress and you have a couple of days of absolute failure, and yeah, you can't really let yourself get down by it. You just gotta know that suddenly it's all gonna be full steam ahead. The fluff's hard work. I'm gonna give it a go with just one person for a little bit, but Michael should be here in a few hours, plumber will be here in a few hours, Pine will be back in a few hours. See how far I can get. Pretty early start this morning. Plumber should be here probably any minute now. Managed to get up 3 out of 4 of the 6-metre sheets yesterday for the roof. So once we get that last one up, we'll be able to return the second jib lifter. So it's basically a big mechanical windy thing. You lay the jib flat on it, crank it up, but it means you can lay a really long sheet on your own or with an extra person. Unfortunately, even at full extension, they're not long enough, so 2 required for 6 metres. The battens across the roof are like a little pair of wedges under them to create a taper on the join behind them. So basically it just pulls the sheet up. It means you can butt join 2 sheets and plaster them. So should make it a bit easy hopefully, but yeah, straight into it. Pine's still in bed, so turn this off before I wake him up. "4 PM on Sunday. I'm back at work on Monday. Pine's just found out that the videos are going on YouTube and he's laughing to himself. He hasn't realised. He's framing out this window. We've made the call, we're going to push it back into the boundary line of the house so that it solves the weather tightness issues. Roof's jacked up. Ensuite's framed and plumbed. Still deciding what we're going to do with that side, which has the same issue as the bay. Jibs up in the lounge, hallway, bedroom 1. Jesse's auntie was here today, clearing out the dirt a bit of cracking up the side there. Finally jacked that roof 35mm. Plumbers eliminated the old vent, eliminated all this old waste stuff that was kicking about down here. We just got a new waste that's going to come out the side. Got a massive blobber Bostik glue in my hair last night. Managed to get it out with a can of petrol, so that was quite lucky. This is fucking deadly. This is the first time we've been able to actually come down the back side of the house. There's a washing line down here. The boundary actually looks like it's in pretty good nick. And there is some degree of retaining there, which is obviously why that's failing and blowing out, so that'll need to be replaced. It's obviously just been filled in, which explains all the sinking stuff. I'm going to have to contact kill this and get under there at some stage to replace these joists and the big 225 piles that are on there. Basically we're just going to go the whole way across the back of that deck and infill it. Boundary peg that the surveyor found, or rather placed. And down there somewhere's the creek, which I can hear clear as day, but I doubt you guys can. Yeah, so Alpine's going to stay with Michael and work for the next week. Hopefully the week after that we'll be moving in, but can't be too optimistic. Joinery is probably 2.5 weeks away. Interior doors are probably about 4 weeks away. Come summer I'll replace the fascia and the spouting and deal with that, but it's tidied up that side of the house immensely, which is quite good. Everyone's absolutely shagged, so probably a good time to have a rest and take a bit of a break. So yeah, next update might be about, I guess, a week. I'll come at night and have a clean and tidy everything up and fucking hell. And yeah, just see where we end up. Not much I can do given the amount of time. In low light. Basically nighttime as well. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Thanks everyone for watching and everyone who's come and helped. All my mates who have given me time and materials and whatnot. So yeah, update maybe midweek. Otherwise, next weekend, crack back into it.